Yeah, just a question. Sad isn't in the campaign, right?
No, he needs to log on to Roll20. But yeah.
So Sad.
Working on it.
What's your plan for the future?
Not die. How about that?
That's your plan.
Okay.
Good plan.
So
Or at least die glory.
why don't we start with Bacon, who... Okay, so essentially, your character is, as far as I understand, looking for ways to have fun, forget about the goddamn princedom, just kill something, and possibly go out in a blaze of glory, right?
Yeah.
So, my idea was that you essentially overheard, or people mentioned to you, that there were rumors of honest-to-God wolves faffing around in one of the trailer parks, and you went to check it out.
I suppose that I went to check out with my claymore filled with fire.
Well, obviously, yes.
Okay, so I'm fine with that.
God bless.
Okay. Well, are you planning to just head right in, investigate carefully? Like, what would be your plan of approach?
I don't think I can obfuscate carrying a claymore.
Probably not, no.
So I will try to look for a high ground so I can observe everything from a distance.
Okay. Right. Then give me a perception investigation, let's say.
Yes, Epic, you got the joke. Investigation. Great.
Okay. So, at immediate glance, you do not see any obvious wolves, but certainly looks like a rather miserable and rundown place. And you know what? Do you have any survival? Do you know how, wolves would actually act?
Yes, I have survival.
Okay. Probably not a place where self-respecting wolves would probably be, in all honesty. Seems rather... not so much polluted as in filled with human smells, and most animals would stay the fuck away if they're actually wild. It might be like dogs that, wild dogs that don't have owners but are used to being near people, but from the description you got, it did sound like it was, actual wolves, which would suggest that it's probably werewolves, because normal wolves would be reluctant to come into a place like this.
I will carefully walk around looking for my prey.
Okay. Give me a perception survival then to stalk your prey and look for signs.
Nice.
Okay. So there's definitely some wolf tracks here, and you can easily enough isolate a part of the trailer park that they're probably in if they're staying here, or that they are scouting out, keeping an eye on, or otherwise congregating around. Probably like 4 or 5 trailers in a clump. You wouldn't necessarily know which one specifically would be the one they would be interested in, but you've certainly narrowed it down.
Okay. I'm close. I think it's time to buff a little bit.
Okay. How much are you gonna buff?
Dexterity in 4. Oh, I would need to roll my blood. 1d10 plus how much?
You hadn't rolled it previously. You haven't been in a fight recently, that's right. Didn't you have some kind of encounter where you need to know your blood? Because I thought you had.
I don't remember. I have my blood marked, but
He did not really have an encounter so much as he did have a scene earlier from the previous night where he needed to know how much he could actually give to wake up torpid people.
Okay. Then we're gonna assume that what you have on there is accurate.
okay. So yeah, just buffing 4 in dexterity. Right. Okay, and I will move forward.
Okay. So at this point, you are just gonna try and peek in through the windows or something?
Yes.
Okay. Give me Dex Stealth then.
I have myself.
You don't have stealth either, do you?
Nope.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna select one of them randomly and I'm gonna give them a high difficulty perception alertness. Because one of them probably is glancing in your direction. I should the vampire stuff, because we're not gonna be using those sheets for this.
If I might make a small argument for a high perception check on the wolf's part.
I already said high difficulty. It's gonna be at an 8.
No, because he's traveling with a claymore, it's kind of obvious.
Yeah, but he's only poking his head over the window for him to peek in quickly.
Ah, okay. He's not like going around with the crowds or anything. I missed that part. Never mind.
Okay. So it's her. Okay. Okay, so you peek in, and there seem to be 4 women there. Casually having laid out several guns and stabbing implements, and one of them locks eyes with you as you peek in. Actually, no, she doesn't, because that's the wrong difficulty.
Correct. You did 6.
Okay, then you duck down right before she looks up. You're not sure if she caught a glimpse of you, but she certainly didn't get a clear look.
Okay. I got my target.
4 of them, in fact.
Well. Now how to approach? I could always just kick the door, rush in and cut everything, but I'll probably die quickly.
Hello, have you heard of our Lord and Savior?
You could try to talk to them.
There's anything that can, like a window on the door or something like that.
What do you mean? Just set things
Like
on fire?
no, some way to look who is behind the door.
They
Like
probably do. There's like a tiny window on the door, sure.
hmm, so tiny window. Maybe possible that they don't see the huge sword that I'm holding.
You could just sort of lean it against the outside wall within easy arm's reach of yourself and hope they don't poke their head outside the door and look down. It's not an actual claymore, it's a broadsword, so it's not quite so big that it would be, immediately noticed if you leaned it up there in the right spot. And if you are, keeping your hand on it and sort of leaning forward, you wouldn't even need to, spend an action or roll to draw it, because it would already essentially be in your hand, just positioned out of sight.
Yeah, it sounds like a good plan.
Thank God for that common sense, right?
Yep. I think that I'm ignoring it, like totally.
I mean, you don't have to take the common sense. There's your door.
Hmm. Let's see if I'm. Yeah, let's just do it. Fuck it. We just sword off the way, knock on the door.
Fuck it. We're doing it live.
Okay. The very low muttering from inside sort of goes quiet, and you hear someone getting up and walking to the door. It opens a crack. Yeah?
Hmm. What would be the? Let me think to something to say.
Pretend you're from the local church.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing it, but they usually don't open the door to the church.
You don't
Nobody does.
know that. They're clearly new to this area, and the local priest would definitely send someone to make them join the congregation. When you were alive, church was a very big thing.
Makes
Jesus,
sense.
it's still a big thing.
Well, it definitely is still a big thing. Not quite as big, but yeah.
Hello, I am Mr. Percy. I represent the local church.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I would like to know if you would want to hear the word of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Need to roll a werewolf's with self-control here for reasons. He says, we're not interested.
So, do you already frequent the church?
Yes, we do. Our congregation is in another part of town.
Damn it. They are good.
Yes,
That's
yes. They are good. They are very good.
That's exactly what I say to the guys that knock on the door. Well then, I wish you good night, but before, could I have a glass of water before leaving?
fuck he was?
This is not Brazil. This is not everywhere. It's
The
ridiculous.
door closes. She just says, just a second, and the door closes. There is a good minute before it opens again, and you don't see anyone immediately silhouetted, but the way in is open.
Now would be the time to bamboozle.
Wait a second, I'm opening the book. I'm just checking some stuff on Majesty.
Bacon, you traitor. Just ask common sense.
It's been a long time, so I don't remember everything.
So much of this just depends on exactly what they want to do.
I actually think your Majesty is pretty good, isn't it? Oh shit, yeah, it's fucking
Majesty
good.
is really fucking good.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at its difficulty. It should be 9+1, right? To resist
Something
it.
like that.
On the courage roll, his presence can still be resisted with willpower.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And if he's really unlucky, you know, they do have a gift or two that helps resist mind affecting shit like that.
The thing is, if you're expecting Majesty to keep them from stabbing you, that's not gonna be the immediate case. If you go in there and try to sweet talk them, Majesty might be something that lets you do that.
Hmm. That would be the perfect time to throw a grenade or something inside the place. That I don't
you bring one?
know. No. Mm.
Flashbang? Smoke grenade. Nope. Okay.
How? Well, it's a trailer park, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So I can make a Molotov. Just need some gas and a beer bottle around, that should be around here.
Though that
You actually
will
look around.
probably arouse suspicion if you don't go in at this point.
Oh yes. Yeah, totally. Nothing else has aroused suspicion whatsoever yet.
Yeah, totally. Well, if I'm going to die anyway, it's the perfect opportunity. And I don't want to deal with the rest of this stuff that's happening on the street right now. That I only heard humors because I wasn't on the game, so fuck it. I just move up and slash at the first thing that I see.
Okay. That is probably this person here.
We don't know. Oh, there it is. I didn't see that.
I roll initiative.
They didn't quite expect you to come in slashing, so you get one attack off.
Great. The door is...
Right there. Yeah, just go through it.
No, I can't. Oh, now it's working. Okay, one attack off. Oh,
It's time for some Mortal Kombat up in here.
we have 9, 6. Well, that is bad.
Roll for damage. You had a good quality broadsword, so that was a +3.
Okay, so strength plus 3 plus 1. So it's 6, 7, 10 damage. Yeah, shit.
Okay. Well, good news, bad news. You did hit and you did damage her. And it is, well, burning badness. But she ain't dead. And now you are certainly in initiative.
The fire only helps in that it deals ag.
Oh,
Don't think any of them had Spirit of the Prey. These are relatively new ones.
Yeah, I have some bad news though. I think every one of them goes before him.
He has a +5. Yep. So,
No, yeah, everyone goes before me.
declare Bacon.
I will burn a lot of blood on Fortitude. And continue to slash.
At who?
Uh, the help. The one that I already damaged.
Okay. She is probably gonna step back here and try. She's gonna take something convenient and try to smash open the window to flank you from behind. It might take a few turns, but you know. Let's see. Kelly? Well, now that you have had a chance to take stock of the situation, you notice you see there's something big and furry behind the door. She's just gonna step into view and slice at you with the claws. Jane? What was Jane's auspice? Oh, right. Yeah. Gonna focus on the an appropriate window way out as well. And Marilyn is gonna spend a rage point to shift and is gonna slice at you as well. There is unfortunately the glorious limit of only 2 of them being able to effectively attack you at the moment because it's a narrow enough doorway. So, let's see. It was +1 dex for the war form. Would you like to say your goodbyes now, Bacon?
I mean, he has a lot of fortitude. He should be fine.
Should be. Possibly.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so +4. +1 for the claws. So that should be 13 total.
9 wouldn't kill him. He does take 2 though.
Yeah, 2 damage.
Okay. They are not yet spending a fuck ton of rage to end you because, like, what the fuck? Just how strong are you gonna be, really?
Just a vampire.
Bacon doesn't have Fortitude 6 craft, he has 4 of it. They might not even know he's a vampire.
Oh, I thought they would at this point.
Well, at
Yeah,
this
at this point,
point, yes, seeing him shrug it off and attack like that, it's clearly some kind of a threat.
Actually, I was
that-
more referring to his very low humanity and them getting sense rolls for nearby vampires like that.
They opened the door and looked at me. I thought it was
They,
enough to notice.
it was just a
vampire.
crack for them to peer out. I would say that the conversation was short enough that they probably don't have a clear bead on him. It was a very quick exchange. Other than us
Okay.
pausing to think about things. So, they might guess, but they wouldn't necessarily know for sure. So, +1 for claws, +4 for the buffed strength, and +2 for successes. And that one bounces off, right?
Yes.
Okay. Your original target is out of reach. Would you like to switch?
Yes.
Okay. I think we said it was difficulty 8 to switch targets.
We did.
So I roll
Or a willpower
willpower.
point.
You roll willpower.
8.
We said it was
Stop.
either difficulty 8 or spend a willpower point.
Yeah,
if I remember
you
right.
can spend to auto succeed essentially like a lot of things.
Yeah.
I want to spend. Fuck it, it's my last fight. Let's spend the willpower. Yeah, go for the one on front of me. This one.
Okay.
Remember, you have a -1 then.
Slash
The
slash.
difficulty goes up by 1 because you're engaged with 2 people in melee.
Okay, so it's -0 then. 6. That
-1 die, +1 difficulty. So
Who would
-1
win?
die.
1 powerful elder or 4 baby doggos?
8 dice. Difficulty 7. That's right.
depends on the approach.
Again. More 10 dice.
Okay, they are no longer in their breed forms, so they can soak this with stamina since it's not silver. That's 2 egg there. Oh boy, you're gonna make people really unhappy taking damage like this. Alright. Declare for next round. What do?
Continue slashing the closest enemy.
Righty. Okay. They are happily... They spend their action smashing up the window. It's a narrow thing and they're in war form, so I think it's gonna be Dex Athletics to see if they can actually get through it. And probably at the raised difficulty as well. So, they're gonna try and get through it as best they can. And, well, what does Kelly want to do here? Because that was really fucking rude. And, yeah, not fun at all. What would a werewolf do in this situation? I think there's only one thing to do. She is gonna try another attack. She's not happy about it. Just keep engaging, keep distracting you, and she's gonna leave it to Marilyn to bring some hurt down on you. And Marilyn is gonna spend a pair of rage points for 2 extra actions. So, okay. Let's see. This is 11 at 6. So this should be 10 dice.
Or
Okay, I'm assuming that you still had it active, right?
yeah. I can keep up with for one more turn and then I'm dead.
Okay. So this would be that.
One more.
Okay, and then you attack.
Willpower for wound penalties. So fuck you, werewolves. Eight dice. 7. Or 10 damage. Wow.
Okay.
I thought that was 9 last time.
Was 9? No, it was 6 last time. First time was 9. And I forgot the important part. I have vicious, so it's 5 damage.
Okay. So there was an extra damage on the previous one as well.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, then you actually do damage this round. So, now it's Marilyn's extractions.
Yep.
Roll the attacks.
1. Guilty smiling bastard. It's out that he wants.
So, that would be 7. Plus 4 for strength, plus 1 for... Well, it would be 9 on the first one and 7 on the second.
I think it's enough.
You are incapacitated?
I block 4. No, I think it's dead already.
Then she's gonna spend a willpower point not to torpor you.
Uh-huh.
And she just casually spends her last action to grab you by the leg and drag you into the trailer. The door slams shut a second later. Just casually put you on the table.
I just look with disappointed eyes and try to lightly shook my head.
One of them sniffs you. She seems slightly confused at the result she's getting. Kind of glancing between themselves like, what do? Ah.
You have one opportunity to still die here. Spend a willpower point, ignore your wounds, and proclaim, "Let me die in battle!"
He can't, he's incapacitated. But he can talk, gasping out a word or two. I will allow that, because he's not actually, torpid.
I just whisper, I just want to die in battle.
Kelly just leans over you and laughs at you, and you realize, wait, werewolves don't usually have a green light in their eyes. Just pats you on the cheek and says, oh, but the worm still has need of you.
Oh. Oh. Bruh.
Top 10 anime betrayals.
I don't know how to feel about this in a lot of ways.
I'm something between that's beautiful and, oh, please just let him die.
Like, I'll be honest, I don't think worm creatures would usually just let him live. I think they would have just killed him. They wouldn't have spent the willpower point. On the other hand, this is very interesting.
Well, think about it this way. He just stood up to 2 werewolves pummeling him, using rage knowledge for several rounds. And he's corrupted. He reads as corrupted to them, at least to some extent. That to me seems useful shock troop. Especially when you have a cairn to assault.
I told you, I feel weird about it. So, however you want to go with it, it's interesting.
Well, here's the argument for it from cosmological standpoint. The worm has several, I guess you would say, incarnations, and one of them is the corruptor worm. That would be the one they would be more aligned with, rather than this destroyer version, in this case.
It's up to you.
Or maybe the ST just has artistic license to do what he wants. How about that?
I wasn't saying anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said it's interesting. I just feel weird about it.
So they proceed to essentially tie you up as best they can. And, well, they don't really need your sword, but a nice bonus. They're just gonna store it away in their weapon chest. And I think, where would they put you? I think they just sort of park you in the closet. For now.
It seems fine.
Alright,
Alan is very confused right now. He has no idea what's happening.
okay, let's see. Right. So, you can hear them talking amongst themselves for what feels like an hour before they pull you out again. And they just again plop you on the table and straight up ask you, you enjoy fighting, right? Killing things,
Yes.
seeing things die.
Yes.
Good, so do we. We should team up.
Okay.
Now, I'm gonna take a wild guess here. You thought we were like the other werewolves you had fought, right?
Yes.
You hate them, right?
It's more hunting them. They are annoying.
She slaps you across the face. Just weak enough not to permanently damage you. You hate them, right?
Yeah. They did a lot
Good,
of harm
so
to me.
do we! We have so much in common!
This is the worst persuasive argument I've ever heard.
What are you talking about? Persuade me.
This is easy.
So, here's the thing. We could just kill you, but that seems like a waste, because you seem like a tough, strapping boy. So, how about we let you heal up a bit, and then we discuss this properly, okay? And you know, if you try to run,
Yeah.
we'll run you down, and then you won't die quickly.
Whatever. I think it would be too shameful to just get executed after losing a battle. Yeah, okay.
Sure, your honor matters to you. Swear that you will not attempt to run.
I don't have wherever to run, but I could maybe go to a place to reload my sword.
No. We're gonna get you some blood. You're gonna heal up a little, okay? And then we'll talk properly. Then we can discuss where you're gonna go, if anywhere.
Okay, I won't run. That seems interesting.
Marilyn just looks at Kelly. Can I? Kelly just sighs. Okay, fine, but we're gonna have to move when they find the bodies. Marilyn just goes, yes! And just heads out the door.
I'm not gonna lie, they sound like my people. I like them.
Yeah, I like this
They
one.
do. They really do. They sound like Demi.
So, it's like 15 minutes later, she arrives back in what looks like her human form, but larger, stronger, and much hairier. dragging a woman and a teenage daughter, and just shoves them in through the door. You can have one, and the other one's for later. You can start with the little one. She's really annoying.
Uh, I just think like, let's check some stuff. Humanity.
You probably would consider this a sin, yes.
Mm, yeah, it's 3, a sin for 3. I try to hold, but I need the blood, so I take like 4 points.
You know, they kind of help you with it, so one of them just holds up your head so you can drink. Marilyn just ships the war form and uses the claws to rip the throat open so you can drink up.
Oh. I take everything then.
You can take 5 points for the daughter. The mother is in shock, probably paralyzed with terror with the corrupted war form of the Black Spiral Dancer, and is happily gonna get tied up and parked somewhere.
At least it wasn't me that killed.
Bruh.
So, you can go ahead and add 5 blood points to your system if you haven't already, for the kid. And sometime next night, you're gonna be able to heal a point of ag. You are now resting and being carefully guarded and healing.
Yeah, that's great. I think that it is somewhat better than Thorbrand.
Okay. So, in the meantime, elsewhere in the world, now that the explosions and the primogen deaths have happened, I think
good times.
we had a couple of hours left in the night, I think, but we had used up like 2/3 of that particular night. There's something, do any of you want to handle something in particular in that same night specifically?
Waiting on that part.
If I could just get a small little memory, tick. What happened like last time? Like where did we left on?
We left on the Primogen Council meeting, and that happened after you assassinated the Primogen. And
Well, I was voted into princedom.
after
Right.
that, Jackalor had a powwow with Florin, and that ended badly for him and Thorbrand.
Yep.
Right.
We did have a little scene afterwards. I got an amaranth flower addressed to the prince, which I am now. It was the Samiti symbol.
That was the thing. Indeed.
Very nice.
And I put the amaranth flower in my hair. For fun.
Of course you did.
Right. Well, in terms of I think what I would be doing then is
Actually, because of that, I would try and find out what's going on with Alan.
thank you.
Funnily enough.
Okay. Then, when you do so, he's propped up against the wall, slowly healing. There's the body of a drained teenage girl, and 4 women are playing cards on a fold-out table occasionally glancing in his direction to make sure he's still there.
I try to read minds of these people around him, figure out what's going on.
Do werewolves have resistance to mind reading specifically? Do you need to spend willpower for this?
That's for any supernatural. So if I,
Yeah, then it
I'm just trying to see
bounces
if it would
off.
passively work. Okay. Doesn't work on those. Okay, supernaturals.
It does
Is
look
there
like
anyone
they...
else in the room?
No, just Alan and the 4 women. Actually, looking around... No, you wouldn't, because she would be bundled away out of sight. From this vantage point, you wouldn't be able to see the women.
Yeah, that's fine.
She's in the closet.
All right. I can definitely tell this is a trailer pretty easily.
Yep. And they've clearly fed Alan, because, you know, when you rip someone's throat open, there is a bit of a mess.
I'm guessing I can tell he's been clawed up.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just guessing, though. I thought that knot of medicine would help one day. Okay. Clawed up. It looks like he's pretty
Last you
fucked up.
knew, he was gonna go looking for the demon. And you've seen her have claws! You've seen her use claws as well.
I've seen her use claws, and I know how effective she is with it. It's not.
She might have gotten more powerful. Or summon more friends.
I may not have common sense, but I have common sense. There's no way she'd come to that conclusion. Now, whether or not these might be some kind of weird creations of hers, that's a possibility.
Or they, like, literally could be more demon bitches from hell. With similar abilities.
I don't think I would think of that immediately, but it can't be completely discounted. What do I got on myself? Oh yeah, I'm at full willpower. Because I never spent it last session. Yeah, I remember. Well, I'm gonna try and read... First of all, I'm just going to try and stay around for just a little while, try and figure out who might be the leader here.
Okay. Currently, it seems like they are deferring to Kelly.
Then I try and read Kelly's mind.
Okay.
And a willpower point.
Go ahead and give me a roll.
Okay, if I remember, this was intelligence subterfuge. Right?
Yes, it would be.
Don't know what their willpower is, so just 6.
Okay. You push into her mind and you know, it wasn't too long ago that she went through her rite of passage, and this is her and her pack's chance to prove her worth by apparently some kind of a spy picked up some sort of rumor about a conflict with vampires that has nearly destroyed this local cairn, and she's looking forward to seeing if she can stir the pot and make the vampires prioritize that target and make the whole thing implode for the local guy and werewolves. And there's many, many horrors in her memory.
Holy shit. Okay. All right then. I was not expecting this to be how it goes. This is going to get really cool really quick. I am going to see about having my ghouls go to near the cairn during the day and tell them to like leave a couple of messages and make it very obvious this is, from the vampires. Let me think about how to do that real quick. Recognize anybody?
Do you have survival?
I don't think they have any kind of. I do have survival, I think. Let me double
Well,
check.
then you could always go with
No, I do
Denny's.
not. I do
Oh,
not.
well, then you would be at the raised difficulty to fake snake bites.
No, I'm not faking a snake bite.
Nobody appreciates your genius, Demi.
Huh. Wish they gave me a fucking phone number or something. Well, I might have just enough time that I could go myself and see if they could actually respond. Otherwise, I'll just have to go to sleep and go over there next night.
You could, but it might get a smidge close if you have to spend more than half an hour or 45 minutes on that end actually getting in contact with them.
Yeah.
Because, travel
So-
time.
I'm going to initially try and go over there myself because they should recognize me particularly. Make sure that my ghouls are somewhat armed just in case they try something, but they're not going to have silver on them.
Okay. How many ghouls are you bringing?
Let's bring all of them.
Okay then.
I only have 3, so
I guess these people aren't sleeping tonight.
sadly not.
Alright.
I have important things to do.
You head on over there. How close to the cairn are you planning to get? You know the approximate location.
So I'm going to have the ghouls a little bit of a distance away. They're basically just being, guards, quite literally. If anything tries to attack me, shoot it. If it's not trying to attack me, don't shoot it.
Okay.
But they are going to be a decent distance away. I'm going to just slowly start approaching the cairn.
Okay. Sure. Do you have auspex on?
Well, generally, yeah. I want to know when my death comes.
Okay. In that case, roll perception alertness.
Well, I actually get to use it. All right. Presume difficulty 6 or a different one?
Yeah, difficulty 6. This is contested. Demi, do you recall the dex bonus for lupus form?
Lupus form. I want to say I think it was a +3.
Let's go with that. With the lack of other things. And let's see how the adjustment work out. Even with the difficulty lowered, you wouldn't be able to notice him in this case. That being said, you are not necessarily in danger, but you do have to end up spending like half an hour waiting before a couple of people come walking from the where you assume the cairn is.
Hello there. Pleasure to make your acquaintances. I think I recognize one of them.
Yeah, one of them is Vita, who was the one who came to you as an ambassador.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, and nice to see you again, Vita.
The native woman just nods. What do you want?
So, some events have happened. I'm
We
going to be
are
informing
well
you.
aware. One of your people came charging into the cairn earlier tonight. We would like an explanation.
They did.
They did.
I haven't heard anything of this quite yet. I was actually here about a different issue where apparently, by the way, did they refer to like worm or anything through the one gal's mind?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I was going to talk to you about two different issues, but the most prominent at the moment was that our former prince is apparently being held captive by some worm-painted werewolves.
Excuse me.
Yeah, they're apparently here to try and see about destroying this cairn while they got some kind of spy or something somewhere that managed to tell them that the cairn here is pretty screwed up, and they're trying to stir the pot and get get us to wipe you guys out. Apparently,
I see.
they're over in a trailer, so probably the trailer park somewhere. I don't know exactly where though.
So, January 1, 1961. I need the moon map to see what the difficulty for Darun's rage roll is. Because that is the kind of news that might set someone off if they were easily Oh. So we're at about the turn of the fucking month, right? Or to February. It's full moon right now.
Probably. Cool.
So for an Arun, that means they roll at the difficulty of 3 of their rage rating.
Hopefully it's not too bad. No, it's really bad.
Roll initiative, Vivian. Does she have Spirit of the Prey? Afraid? Did I give her that?
What the fuck?
Oh. 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 Okay. I doubt there's much warning before she pops into war form. Shit. Okay. Well,
That's all, folks.
I think it's time to kill another prince.
Yep. Okay.
How
He's
could
gonna
this happen to me? Made my mistakes.
She's gonna spend a rage point to instantly shift, and she's gonna take a swipe at you. This is sudden enough that I would say that this first attack is essentially a surprise thing.
Okay.
Really hope I don't alpha you.
Look.
Yes, I know you want to
Whatever,
die.
okay.
You have a destiny point.
He does.
It's the only one.
Why am I having so much trouble calculating out these damage things? Brain, what the fuck?
I don't know.
And I'm getting it wrong too, it should be 9. Plus 4 for strength in war form, plus 1 for claws, plus 1 for less
Ow.
successes.
There we go. I'm incapped.
You're already
Incapped.
hurt?
Aren't
Oh, no, I thought 6 was incapped.
No, 6 is crippled.
Yeah.
Oh, 6 is crippled.
Okay. After that, we are in declaration. I would say it's gonna take 1 full turn for your Highlander to get into melee range. The other 2 will be able to open fire from where they're at. Don't think any of them had celerity, right?
Nope.
And this is how peace dies. The sound of ripping meat.
Look, after how many chances you just gave Bacon for all his shit, whatever. Don't matter.
Don't need her, I need the other one. Because he's certainly gonna reveal himself now, because this is not okay. As far as they're concerned. Okay, the ghouls are gonna try and shoot the horrible monstrosity that's killing the lovely little girl that gives them blood to drink. Vita is gonna try and grapple her superior, as is Willis. Vivian, you are able to declare Dominate as a defensive action, based on how we rolled
That's
it before.
all I can try to do.
Okay, so I assume
I'll
that's
need to
what
spend
you're...
a willpower point and not, have my wounds affect me, but that's all I can do.
Okay, and Dougal is gonna be running in the general direction, brandishing his claymore.
Besides that, I guess I can, buff up my dexterity real quick.
Not much point,
Just in
honestly.
case defensive. Look, there's only so much I can do. Okay? Maybe I try and dodge because, she goes before everybody, so.
Well, if you're using
Initially-
Dominate as a defensive thing, you can essentially intercept her attack and freeze her in her tracks.
Really?
Yeah, the only difference is that if she decides to attack someone else instead, that action gets wasted. Because you're declaring this as a defensive thing. I tried, they'd rush me, I tried to catch their eye and tell them to freeze, kind of thing.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was a thing.
We've used it a couple of times previously, and... well, if it's a maneuver we use, you certainly should get the benefit of it.
Okay.
I don't think she cares. She would try and... Yeah, she would try and take a swing at you. So,
Yep, I know.
go and take a roll of the old Dominate.
Presumably, it's going to be an insane difficulty. Just freeze.
Okay. What did we say? It was a +2 for them when they are in their
Yep.
war form, right?
Yep.
Does the whole frenzy thing maybe change things?
Don't know.
Does it make sense for a partial success, because he gets like 1 success on it, to just move her to the bottom of the initiative for this round?
Up to you. I don't know.
I'm asking the other players because...
I mean, yeah, the difficulty's already supposed to be high. So if you wanna.
haven't used
They
it
can
like
sell
that
it.
previously. And random
Nope.
chance has certainly fucked the other ones. So, I think at this point you can either try to take the attack, or you can spend a destiny point to try and intercept it. Or have the others just dogpile her before she can do any more damage to you.
I'm not sure I understood the last part. I'm just going to see about tanking it.
Okay. Okay, that should be the same. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear at all what he said there.
My bad. Do you want them to intercept her then? Before I roll for any damage? Because I'll still let you use Destiny Point to save yourself after she rolls it, but at that point, someone is taking that blow for you, essentially.
I don't know. I feel very salty as if this was very, very stupid, but whatever.
It is stupid because werewolves are rage monsters and they frenzy like idiots. That is...
No, it just felt like you gave Bacon like every chance in the world just now, and then this just randomly did. So I kind of feel almost like just having her die just to, oh, cool, whatever.
Epic, I give all of you chances.
You let her just immediately rage without any warning with my auspex up. That's pretty ridiculous, dude.
Okay.
Go ahead, I'm sure I can tank it.
Epic, if you see a hole in my reasoning that, like, one of your abilities should have seen something coming, then just fucking raise the issue. I'm not always on my game, especially when I'm trying to remember what happened almost a month ago. I'm not trying to screw you, I legitimately forgot that the Auspex should have probably given you a bit more warning than that.
Alright. Could we try and do that real quick then?
Okay, sure. Then go ahead, roll your Auspex at 6. Okay, so let's just reset that and play it out from the start of the combat.
Okay.
So the surprise round, it doesn't apply to you, it applies to everyone else, but you can see it coming. So,
Alright then.
what would you like to do?
That case, I can tell she's about to rage, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Or rather, you sense danger, look her in the eye, she's already gone, she's gonna shift in a second and come at you.
Aha. Alright then. It's a werewolf, almost certainly faster than me. In that case, I think I will just go ahead and do the defensive dominate again real quick.
Okay. Then, go ahead and roll for
Although
that.
this time, if it's alright, could I spend a willpower point on the defensive dominate?
You can.
Okay. Alright then. See how it goes then. Presumably she's gonna try and attack me.
Yes, she most definitely is. Arun are kind of twitchy under the full moon, even more so than other werewolves.
Alright, I spent the willpower point.
Okay, then
Freeze!
you have... Okay, at that point, you are not going to be in immediate danger. We're gonna see... Okay, that was the first round. She's frozen before her attack lands. The others are rushing towards her, and your ghouls are pretty sure she just tried to kill you. So the ghouls are gonna shoot at her, and your Highlander is gonna still rush. These other two are gonna try and grapple her. What do you do?
I'm going to so I think that froze her for one turn, right?
with that many successes, until she actually gets damaged, she's gonna be frozen for like 4 turns, or until she gets damaged, whichever comes first. And then she can...
I rolled that difficulty 6.
Then it's 1 turn, because at 9, essentially.
Yeah.
With the war form.
That's what I was presuming.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So they have 1 turn.
Yep, they have 1 turn to try and get everything set up. I'm going to start running away and just yell, "Capture! Don't kill! Capture!" And try to run behind a tree to obfuscate.
Okay.
Time to buff Dex. I buff my Dex to 8.
Okay. Here's
It
the
counts
thing.
as if it was.
Here's the thing. You essentially blocked her when she was attacking you. So that would have to count as that 1 turn. So she would be able to act on this one, wouldn't she?
It depends. Up to you. Wanted to go that way? I'll just redo that as instead trying to do the defensive dominate again.
Yeah, you
With
can
another
essentially
robot
be backing up as quickly as you can while trying to continue the dominate.
Yeah, that's what I'll give a shot at.
Okay. Then, yeah, as you're backing up, she kind of shakes it off, starts stalking towards you again.
Goodbye, willpower points. You're serving a good purpose, though. Want me to go ahead and say difficulty 9 because we kind of know that, or just
Yeah,
continue
go
6?
ahead and roll at 9.
Well, the willpower point went through, so it wasn't a botch, but no partial effect or anything.
Right. Yeah, I think we said that it was like a -2 dice penalty, because you're still half distracted fighting the command. When we had partial success on this before.
Something like that. I don't know. However you want to go with it, I don't recall anything, so.
I think it was -2. It was such a long time ago when everyone was still playing Tremere all the time with every chance they got. So that's a basic success. This probably won't kill you.
Probably.
It's 1 ag.
Yeah, yay.
Glancing blow. Slowed her down. Dougal, meanwhile, is yelling his war cry and just rushing up, branching the claymore. Gets within melee range of the werewolf this round. The other 2 shift. And attempt to grapple. Except that they're not necessarily that good at actually... You've never seen a werewolf slip in the mud and skid on its face in war form. Up until this point.
But now I have.
Okay. Then we have Willis, who just... well, comes flying out of the tree. Your goals, meanwhile, are screaming, "Run, women! We'll hold them off! Oh gods, there's more!"
If they can just get that thing down for a moment, I'll just be yelling, "Don't do anything too crazy. It's fine."
What are they armed with? Like
She
light
doesn't
sidearms
stuff.
or something?
Probably just some very, very basic kind of firearms, yeah.
Then they are gonna be outside of normal range, because you did want them tracking you at a distance.
Yes, I did.
I think he kids Dougal. Because he was rushing from that group, so he's in direct line of fire.
Don't hit Dougal. Ah, well, at least it's a very small handgun.
Where was your other ghoul? I don't think I have. I might have closed her sheet. Stephanie, what do you have? Much the same. Okay, so this one somehow managed to miss Dougal. Good.
I hope they're not headshots. I think it's just range.
So. Okay.
Who got hurt? Poor Dougal.
So, next round, the ghouls are gonna try and continue firing at the horrible monster that's trying to fuck up one of their own.
Okay, so she's grappled now, right? Or he, or whatever that picture's supposed to be.
She is, yes.
Can't tell that small.
It's fine.
But yeah.
Willis is gonna attempt to hold, and Vita is gonna try and get up, and split between getting up and getting into the grapple. Dougal's declaring after you, so what do you do?
I'm going to start running away and just proclaiming, "Don't do anything too crazy. He's just friendsing. No killing. Just him too. Just capture him. Her. Shit, I keep thinking it's a man for some.
Sure.
Maybe because it's absolutely terrifying, but hey, whatever."
Wow. Sexist. So sexist!
I'm sorry, Epic. I'm gonna need an apology right now for that.
So yeah,
despicable-
running away, go behind a tree, obfuscate. Yay. And, yelling my head off about don't kill it. Just capture it. Just try and hold it down.
Okay, you are able to get into cover. Since you're yelling your face off, you won't be able to obfuscate. This round, you'll be able to do it as your action next and just move from there. Because at that point you won't be screaming anymore, essentially.
Yeah. Yay for screaming.
Dougal is outraged at the betrayal. Someone shot him in the ass.
It's quite literally just an ass cheek.
Angdi is gonna try and break free. Because they won't hurt their own, even in a frenzy. God damn it, cat. Fuck off. So that is Strength Brawl. Okay. Wait, did I roll that right? No, I fucking didn't. It's more dice than that. God damn it. Okay, so 4 plus 4 plus 3. That should be 11.
Correct.
Okay. Good to know.
God bless the dice. What the fuck are your cats doing?
He's trying to jump on the door handle and pull it down and just pull the door open with his weight. He's a skilled kitty. He has mad door skills. So, Willis is holding her, so Dougal is attacking at a 4. So... oh, this is gonna get spicy. So, 5 strength, plus 3 from the sword, plus 1 from potence is a base of 9. Plus 4, that's 13 damage dice.
That's a pretty good hit there. That was a very good hit there.
Okay, let me just stick down those health levels.
Is it dead?
No, not really. The werewolves are bitches like that. They don't die.
Well, I think I need to roll the bashing, one of which would have healed this round for the
Grapples.
Yeah, because at this point that might be what determines if she's
Yeah.
still up.
It was also 8 successes on that grapple. Jesus Christ.
Doesn't count on anything though, so.
Oh, it doesn't actually add a success.
At least not the way we've ruled it pretty consistently. We have 2 ghouls trying to take shots at the werewolf, and now they're starting to hit. Well, one of them. Oh my god, if you kill her. Okay, she soaks. It's fine. At this point, we can say that they probably managed to subdue her. Except...
I go yelling, capture, no killing! They're just enraged! Screaming to the
Ghouls
heavens!
roll for frenzy at -3, right? To the
Yes,
difficulty.
that is correct. They do have a mild form of the beast.
Roll for Dougal to see if he goes for the kill. Get shot in the ass. Someone tried to kill Vivian. Apparently he gives no fucks. Okay. And with that breakdown in short, very short negotiations, I'm gonna split it here and we can take a quick break.